Hey everybody, welcome back to a very special edition of Woodmere State Revival. Today we are putting on the pool cover in the rain. Because why not?
Because that's the way this project rolls.
That's the way this project rolls. So actually we've got some cold weather moving in. Right now it's like 74, 75 degrees, and by the end of the day it's supposed to be in what, the 30s? Or
something like that, yeah.
It's going to be a huge temperature drop, and then this weekend it's going to be dipping down into the 20s. We've been so busy inside we haven't been able to get the pool winterized. So of course now it's a mad dash to get everything done. We've got to get the cover anchors installed in the concrete deck, and then we'll go ahead and fold the cover back up and then vacuum the pool again, put all the winterization chemicals in there, lower the water level, and then put the cover back on.
And you forgot we have to caulk.
Yeah.
And well, we haven't ordered that yet. So.
Right, so yeah.
We need to do that today.
We may have to wait for that to we have to wait for the weather to warm back up again if it does that, because I'm sure there's temperature limitations on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
On that caulk. But the rain is gently falling, and there's some storms moving into the area here shortly, so we're trying to use this window of opportunity to get this done. So let me show you what we're working on here, and hopefully we'll get this knocked out. All right, so here's our pool cover, or at least half of it. It's folded over still, and what we're doing right now is taking some measurements, and we took measurements of the pool already, and that will help us figure out where we need to locate the edges of the cover. And then we'll go ahead and mark and drill our holes, and then once we've gotten that done, we'll be able to go ahead and stretch the cover out over the pool, put 2 anchors in each corner, stretch the cover out, and then we got a mark for the anchors to go down the side. I just thought of something, honey. You know, we're supposed to use a chalk line.
It's raining.
It's raining. Yeah. So that's going to work well. So maybe we'll be drawing it out in pencil. Oh, that sounds easy. All right, so anyways, we're hoping to get a brief reprieve from the weather here so we can actually get this chalk line snapped out here on the wet concrete. That should work well. And then we'll go ahead and get the anchor holes drilled. Maybe.
All right, everyone, it's a new day, and we've been working for a few hours. You can see we have the pool cover on. We've only drilled the anchors in the corner so far. We just got that finished, got it kind of centered, and now they're doing chalk lines to mark the rest of the anchors. Chris has had help from his brother Chad today and from his dad Charlie. And I think we have, I don't know, like 20 more anchors to do. So Chad's actually getting ready to leave, so he has to head back to North Carolina.
All right, so while Dad and I are drilling holes, Amber is assembling the spring buckles.
Yep.
Spring tensioner assembly, whatever you want to call it. It's got a little buckle, you run the strap through it, and then these big spring tensioners hooked to it. They've got a loop on one end that goes around the anchors that we've been drilling and setting down in the concrete. And when not in use, those little anchors screw down into the base and are flush with the deck, so that way you don't have to worry about people tripping over it or anything like that. She's making good progress here, and Dad's giving me a hand drilling holes and setting anchors. So we just got that one done right there on the skimmer, and now we're getting ready to start on this one here. This is our third stage. We've did a pilot hole with this one, and then reamed it out a little bit with that one. Now we're going with the Big Daddy.
it's not. Taps this down in there so it gets to the right height. Fix it out, make sure it's flush. All right.
There we go.
And he screws that in, and that's what holds the spring. All right, good job.
Thanks. We'll move to the other side now.
All right. All right, Chris is getting ready to drill the last anchor. I am happy to say this only took an hour and 10 minutes. Woohoo!
There's pull!
Alright, now see if it's how deep it is. Make sure it's the right depth. Has that little silver tool that helps him tap it in. That came with it. And make sure it's sitting down. All right. Woohoo! I wish we could celebrate, but we have to get this pool drain down and winterized.
All right.
All right.
Let's get that part done.
Yay. It's a relief.
Yes. Last of the buckles on and get her tightened up.
All right.
All right, so everybody has taken off. Chad had to head back to North Carolina, and Dad took off for the evening, and Amber just left a few minutes ago. Temperatures are dropping pretty quickly, so I'm working to try to get all the plumbing and everything knocked apart. We just finished pumping the pool down. We used the main pool pump to take the water down about 6 inches below the skimmer, which is down to the top of the step, or the top of the second step, I should say. And now that I got that done, I'm gonna go ahead and knock all the plumbing apart. You can see now the water is down to the bottom of the skimmer there. So what I'll do is I'm going to take the shop vac, suck out all the leaves and junk out of here, just to kind of clean this up because I got to knock all these pipes apart and water's going to go everywhere. And once I get these knocked apart, I'm going to take the salt cell inside. We'll have to kind of rinse it off and then take it inside. And then all the other lines that can be taken apart, you know, with the unions, I'm going to knock them apart, take those manifolds off, and we'll go ahead and pull all of those. And then there's a drain in the bottom of both pumps, and there's a drain on the heater back there where the water circulates through the heater. And so I'll go ahead and take all those loose and drain all the water out of them. And then once I get all this other stuff knocked apart and out of the way, I'll be able to get back into the very back there and take the drain plug out of the sand filter. That is on the bottom and the back of the sand filter, which is a huge pain, but That's really the only way we could plumb it with all this other stuff that we had to squeeze in here. So that's just part of it. Anyway, so we got it all drained down, and I'm going to go ahead and start sucking some of the water out of these lines and start knocking this stuff apart. Darkness is upon us. We just had daylight saving time kick in, so it's going to get dark an hour earlier tonight. So I'm going to try to knock out as much as I can, and then get this pool cover buttoned back up, and then head to the house.